We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat pack in the air, we about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe, you already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the trade, yes and no. Friends and the foes, the butlers and the heroes. You can feel it in your soul, when the ring is the goal. But if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes, going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yeah! Welcome to the Basement Sports Network post-game show. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd, and the boy Justin is doing all types of magnificent things. Starting off the show, giving you guys a QR code to our primary sponsor, the folks over at Simple Health Advisors. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, insurance does not need to be complicated. Make sure you email our guy, James Pugh, or give him a call and tell him that the basement sent you. You can email him at jpugh@simplehealthadvisors.com or give him a call at 321-345-7738. Don't worry, I'll tell you guys that again later on in the show when somebody inevitably throws me a lob. But ladies and gentlemen, game one of banner number 4 has commenced. Fuck is you talking about? Your Miami Heat handily took care of one of the worst teams in the league in their first preseason action of the season, led by newly crowned superstar Cole Swider. That I was moved, fellas. I'm your host, Roy A. Shepherd, by the way, and I'm joined today by my gang. We're joined by my boy, Alex Sheltman. Sheltman, how you doing today, bro?
I'm here. I'm present for the 2023 and 2024 season. Yeah, I am present for the 2023-2024 season.
As am I, ready for it, to be perfectly honest with you. Pulling up also, we got my boy live from Australia. George, how you doing today, my boy?
I'm doing better than Ant's camera, that's for fucking sure. Jesus Christ, that was some bad quality. I'm doing all right. It's good to have Heat basketball back, regardless of who's on the team, and 17 minutes and 53 seconds of subjected torture from Drew Smith. That was fucking disastrous.
Okay, as y'all can see, we're in preseason mode too. The boy Justin is out here fucking around with the fuck around. We don't know what he trying. Oh, this must be what he trying to get accomplished. Trying to get in the screen, trying to get the logo on the screen. We appreciate Justin. We're in preseason mode too. Don't worry. By the regular season, we'll have this shit figured out. But last member of the panel, pulling up late. Unfortunately, it's Ant Donardo. Ant, how are you doing today, my boy?
Hey, listen, George, my camera's in preseason mode. Justin's in preseason mode. Duncan Robinson is in regular season mode because he's a fucking bum. But I'm doing good, man. Glad to be back.
Yeah, so Miami pulled out a 113-109 victory from the jaws of defeat, actually. They were losing this game until Cole Swider came in and exploded in the fourth quarter, showing us a little bit of what everybody was so excited about with him from camp. It's a preseason game. Say that out the back. So take what we say with a grain of salt. If you do, if you don't, I don't give a shit because I'm going to say what I want to say regardless. But before I get to me, let's get to some of the panelists. Sheltman, tell me what you thought about the game, bro.
I would rather be watching Damian Lillard making his preseason debut today. That's for sure. But yeah, it was a preseason game. Tyler Herro, same thing. Duncan Robinson, same thing. Like this is what running it back for the fourth fucking straight year does to you. I will say, Haquez Olajuwon is looking pretty good in the paint. I like the footwork. That was
for shit, bro.
Yeah, he better work on that because if he's got footwork and that's it, we're in trouble. Like we need shooters, we need spacing, and if this guy can't shoot at all, we are in big trouble. But yeah, I'm not gonna go down the whole list of players because I'm sure we'll get to some of them. But I did like what I saw from Jaime, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, for sure. I thought he was cool, to be honest with you. Pull it up, rounding out the panel. My boy, pull it, represent, and first of all, put him in his rightful place. Fuck is you talking about? We got my dog from the Cain gang. We got Cain, Brian. First of all, shut your ass up, George. I will kill you. Brian, first of all, how you doing? And you can skip these motherfuckers and tell me your thoughts on the game, too.
Bro, I'm doing great. I'm sure Jimmy Butler is doing fantastic watching this same team he played with for the past 5 years. You know what? I will say 2 players impressed me, Thomas Bryant and Esteban. You know, I thought that Juan had a fantastic game. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I just off of this first preseason game, I kind of like him better than rookie Tyler Herro. I just feel like he has a really, really good feel on both ends. Thomas Bryant didn't look like a trade wreck, which is cool. Everybody else looked the same. And, you know, I don't know what we would have expected. Tyler Herro had, 22 points and 22 shots? That's horrible. Kyle Lowry, apparently he's skinnier. I don't know. He looks slow as hell. Like, it was awful. That man is walking in slow motion. It's going to be a long season. I'm not looking forward to it, but fuck it. It's going to be jokes for 82 games.
You already know what type of time we are on. First of all, we got a name change out here. So Scale Daddy, y'all know who it is. The reason I know who he is because he do what he does. So we want to thank the Nasty Man for the $25 dono in the preseason, warming up one time. I see you. He said Spider-Man and Jaime Butler Jr. saving the heat. I'm lying. Welcome back, Basement. We appreciate you, Cain. Welcome back with us. And he did it again with the $10 dono to make sure that we knew. It's the Nasty Man, by the way. We know what type of time you on. Somebody asked for Drew Smith slander, and since your name has it in it, George, we coming to you next. George, go ahead and give me your thoughts on the game.
He fucking sucks. That's what I'll start with Drew Smith. I'm saying he fucking sucks. I don't know how you have a player on your roster on and off for 2 years and has shown you nothing. He has shown you nothing, just like Ricky J. Mark. That's why he's not on the show right now. We cut him, just like they should cut Drew Smith. All right. Let me get it off.
Okay.
He is abysmally bad. What is right?
We're in preseason mode, bro. Like, Justin is out here trying out new technologies and whatnot. We got somebody else in the background that I think he's trying to get on screen. But keep talking. Just play through it.
Okay. This is the inside of Drew Smith's head, okay? This, behind me. It is bricks. It is a brick fucking wall in there. He can't pass. He can't shoot. He can't facilitate. He can't run. He can't defend. Why have him on the team? Still have him on the fucking team for no reason whatsoever. Goran Dragic is still sitting there without a job. And he is better than him by a substantial amount. Fuck!
Thank you. Second of all, your boxes have gotten smaller, which is personally entertaining for me. I like it. Cain Ricky, how are you doing this evening?
Yeah, well, I am blessed, black, and highly favored. So
Come on, cook, Cain.
How else can I be doing?
Your melanin is just running through my veins right now, and I appreciate that. Ayo, pause. Don't you ever say that again, Royal. Hey, your turn, brother. Go ahead and give me your thoughts on the game. No, we will not.
Yeah, I'm going to share the same sentiment Alex said earlier, just this once and never again, because I don't want Barry Jackson to hate me. I shed a little small tear when that starting lineup was announced, and it was the same dudes that we had on this roster last year, outside of Josh Richardson, who's not even new. I tried looking back for the meme. Y'all remember the meme that dropped like 3 months ago that said, "What are you going to do when this is the starting lineup for the Heat?" And it was
Justo.
Was it just you remember that? And I remember seeing that meme at the time, and I thought it was hilarious because I'm like, there's no chance it's gonna happen. We're gonna laugh at it. But god damn it, we really here. So I shed a small tear today. I shed a small tear when I'll probably do when the regular season starts. But I don't put no stock into the preseason, man. As far as Drew Smith, too, for some more slander because they asking for it. Where is Deontay Weber? Where is Marcus Garrett? Where is Mario Chalmers? But no, really, he won't answer my text. Where is Mario Chalmers? Somebody tell me. Anyways, where are all these guys that have been trying to bring back? Anybody except Drew. I was the happiest man when I saw his ass in a Brooklyn Nets jersey. And we can't get Dame, and we also get Drew Smith back. It's like the L's keep piling on for us right now. But hey, we got Cole Swider, the amazing Swider man. At least he got a cool nickname, so I fuck with that.
No, we're not letting that shit ride this year, bro. I'm not calling this motherfucker Swider man, bro. That's too light, bro. We can do better. Like, I mean, he is better than I ain't gonna say it. Y'all see it. Ricky J. Mark, tell me your thoughts on the game, man.
It's good to be back. Well, no, okay, all right. Thoughts on the game. You know, it's really hard to it really is hard to get a major beat on how the Heat are going to be after one preseason game and one red and white scrimmage. But Cole Swider tonight did a little bit of what Max Strus did a couple of years ago, where he caught fire from deep and could have very well gotten himself a two-way contract as a result of this in some form. I mean, that's just how it works in Miami. I tweeted a little bit earlier that there's a good chance that Bill Simmons is somewhere screaming that same line, that legendary line from Breaking Bad. He can't keep getting away with this. Because, I don't know, there's something about Miami where they have a tendency to just get the most exciting whites from the wine aisle. And I guess that's just going to be what happens. It's just going to reinforce their drafting and UDFA signing practices, and it is what it is. I mean, look, it's early. It's the first preseason game. It's good to see basketball back. I mean, the Knicks played last night. They beat the Celtics. The Heat won tonight. It's a good weekend so far. Or it's a good week so far, rather. Excuse me.
I was with you, bro, until you said something about the Knicks, bro. I was about to kick your ass out the studio, but you finished it.
I just signed a contract. Can't do nothing about it, player.
Contract extension. I'm with it. Want to thank the nasty man again with the $5 don't know. He said Swider man will be trash on defense, and Heat fans will be saying Swider no swiping. Listen, brother, I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, we can do better, and don't worry, y'all give us some time. We will do better when it comes to that man, because he's gonna be on the roster. Let's talk about some of these players individually. I'll let you choose, brother. You want to talk about the good players, or you want to talk about the bad players first?
Definitely the bad players.
Okay. We already talked about Drew Smith. Let's talk about Kyle Lowry, Kevin Love, Jamal Cain, Nikola Jovic, Drew Smith, again, some more, Duncan Robinson. You can take your pick. Tyler Herro.
Yeah.
Brother, I know the fucking well you ain't think you was going to get away from here.
I'm just saying, 22 points and 22 shots is horrible. There's whole season people talking about. I see people talking about like, Tyler's out of the deal for Dave. He could be Booker. He's better than Veal. I'm like, where do y'all see the potential, bro? He's the same player coming in. Like, there is nothing different. Like, listen, it's a preseason game, whatever. But I think it's safe to say that Tyler Herro looked the exact same dude we've been seeing since his rookie season. Like, he's just the guy who's, gonna put up a lot of shots and score a mediocre amount of points. And that's just kind of it. The defense is still horrible. He still can't move on. He still can't get past anybody. Still required to screen to get open. Like, I don't know, bro. It's just at this point, I'm just kind of done. Like, I don't really expect him to be horrible. I don't think he's going to come into the season and look and be 39% from the field or anything anything like that. But I don't know, man. I want to see something. I want to see something that validates some of the crazy expectations that people have, and I just don't see it. Maybe he comes out the next game and he scores 50. He won't, but man, it's disappointing at this point. It's going to his fifth season. Like, at what point does that come? At what point do we see that spark of like, okay, he can be, in the tier with the young guys that, people like Daryl say that he's in with. I don't know, bro. It's sad.
So, okay, so I agree in large part, primarily because like when I looked at the game, it was like I saw nothing different than what I would customarily see. And what I want to do is like the person who I throw it to next, you bounce off of the same guy. So Shelton, you're going next. So you talk a little bit about Tyler, and then you pick your player. So we're gonna popcorn it around like that. But either way, before I let you talk about Tyler, look, the motherfucker's sorry, bro. Like I done told y'all this a million times. I've been telling y'all this since he was drafted, bro. He's not good, bro. Like he's average. All right. So y'all can kiss my ass with this new level shit. Like it's not a new level. It's the same thing over and over again. Like what more? Look, maybe next year he goes and he does, or maybe in the regular season he shoots more shots and gets more points. But there's a correlation here that you cannot ignore. He scores more points when he shoots the ball a lot of times. He's not a better playmaker because he's not looking to pass. He's not on a new level. He's the same. Want to thank Renee Blanc with the $4.99. Don't know. He said, big Cole Swider. Hey, look now. Cole Swider is Zoe? I ain't know that. If he is, stop out say, my boy. Dan the Film Jet, ladies and gentlemen, with the $5 don't know. Consistency is key. He said, my Lord, my Lord. Cole Swider is so lethal. I'm still not high on him. It's just one game, but time will tell. My brother, we know what Cole Swider is. We pay him $18 million right now on this roster. You don't have to look very far. So I want you to bounce a little bit off of the Tyler thing, Shelton, and then go ahead and pick one of the other trash-ass players that we had out there tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally like the title says, same thing. Like it's 22 points on 22 shots. Like he didn't do anything different from what we've seen the last 4 years. Like he's taking stupid ass pull up transition threes that were rimming out. Like they weren't even close to going in. What did he make 2 threes tonight out of like 8 or 7 or something? Like
it was 2 for 7.
Oh yeah, like okay, and he didn't get to the line. He can't create for himself. He is who he is. Like he has hit his ceiling. He is a decent-ish third option on a team. Like that's what. Like I got into an argument with some dude on Twitter today. Like they're comparing him to Devin Booker. And like, oh, look for the Devin Booker type leap from Tyler Herro. If you're going to compare him to Devin Booker, then I'm going to treat him like Devin Booker. And if he's not putting up 27 points per game on elite efficiency, then I'm going to call him trash every single game, and I don't care what his stats are. I'm just going to go off of your baseline of Devin Booker. So, and like Brian was saying, it's like the defense hasn't changed. That's not going to change. Like he's never going to be even an average defender in any world. It doesn't matter how good Spo is. We all saw the GM thing today where he was literally first on every single category for coaches. It does not matter. He is not getting Tyler Herro better at defense. That is God. Like God himself would have to come down from the heavens to make Tyler Herro better at defense because Erik Spoelstra is not even capable of such a feat. But yeah, it's literally just, it's the same player. The same player over and over. And on that, I'm going to pivot to the next trash player, which is going to be Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry, get ready to learn trampoline, buddy. You are going to the Slam Ball Association ASAP. We are moving your ass to a non-existent league that just came back for like 4 games, and you are about to get trucked or truck somebody. I don't know. Your weight is quite high, so you might be hitting other people like a fucking linebacker, Ray Lewis, in his prime. So, I don't want to see Kyle Lowry in a Miami Heat jersey anymore, man. Like, I am sick of it. Like, what do I have to do? Tyler Herro is surviving the trade allegations. Okay, he's 22, 23. Like, fine, you have some justification. This dude is 38 on a $30 million expiring. Get him the fuck off of my team, please. Please, I don't trade him for anything. A bag of balls and cones for practice. That's good enough for me. They can use that in practice. They cannot use Kyle Lowry anywhere.
I'm with you 1,000%, gang. I did not know that would make you that angry that quickly. So that caught me a little bit off guard. Also, that my wife was like, go off. Yeah, for sure, man. It's cool, Shelton. Listen, brother, I felt it, bro. Like watching him go out there and do a bunch of stuff and things and stuff. Like it was just like, bro. And Ed Reed, dick eating at the beginning of the broadcast, talking about starting point. Brother, if you don't get dick fuck, you know what? George, you go ahead and you talk, since you have a point guard on your, you talk about PG1 tonight and then pick your player who is shitty as well.
Kyle Lowry is in a beautiful spot of his career so far. At this very point in time, he is salary dump material. It's literally free money for any team that picks him up after this year. It's $29.8 million off your tax bill. That is what he is. And you still can't move him. You still haven't moved him. There's no point for him to be playing right now. The only reason he's here is for a mid-season fucking trade move. Because it doesn't matter if you get a second-round pick for him, cash considerations, it doesn't matter. If in NBA history, when you have a player of that size of a contract coming off the books, it should be easy to move him. There should be teams who are dying to get off the salary cap, trying to get rid of him. But he's not. He's here. He's starting. He's the point guard for my team. Why? I don't know. And talking about Erik Reed, he was going off about how great Duncan did at the end of last season, the rise of Duncan, the ascension, the god that is Duncan Robinson. We had none of that tonight. And he looked every single time he took a three-point shot, he was off balance. His feet were separate. It was 1 foot. He was looking like, what's his name? Was it Kevin Martin? The one that got traded for James Harden? He looked like the exact same player, but just couldn't shoot. It's disgusting. Now, I get it's preseason. I don't look into it enough. Like, it's fine. But for fuck's sakes, hit a single three. If that's what you're good at, hit one. Just one. That's all we ask. And I look at this team and I go, what can you do besides shoot? What's your job? You know, sure, you know, Jimmy does a plethora of things. Josh Richardson brings, you know, ball handling, a bit of defense, can shoot as well. Can do a bit of everything. Duncan can't do anything anymore if he can't shoot. That's his one job. Cole Swider did a better job at shooting tonight. Played the exact same amount of defense as Duncan because there was a possession at near the end of the game where he switched off his defender and he did a fucking 360 in the middle of the court trying to find which man to guard. That happened. And then he threw the ball out of bounds on an inbounds pass. But Cole Swider can shoot. So we give him the break. What break do I give Duncan now if he can't shoot? Please just hit your shots in the regular season. That's all I ask. I want to move on to a new player that I was looking at.
You just went on to your second player. You can't go to another player.
Why not?
Don't you? We'll go back around and give everybody honorable mentions, but you already did your two players. You did Lowry, you did Duncan. Now,
but if Drew Smith can facilitate, I can too.
Well, not on this network, you can't.
They don't teach math in.
Come on, now here. Thank you, Justin Bless with the 199. Don't know. He said Herro almost broke his hand again trying to dunk on the center. Bro, listen, bro. Bro got hurt in the preseason. We got the full Tyler Herro experience tonight. Like bro was ass. He got hurt. Like, what else can you want? Dan the Film Jet again with the $2 don't know. He said Duncan and LaMelo are bums. I thought LaMelo was straight. He ain't played since last February, so it's some rust there. But I saw talent. And you can go ahead. You can talk a little bit about Duncan and then pick your player that was ass or do your thing because people are asking for you to give them over.
You better believe I'm gonna talk about Duncan Robinson. A couple things though. I've never seen the meme "Get ready to learn trampoline." That's the funniest shit I ever seen, and we are going to use that. We're going to abuse the hell out of that meme this year. So have that on speed dial, Justin. I do want to throw out there. I'll start with Duncan Robinson. I made a pact with myself after the man shot 7 for 8 in the first game versus the Atlanta Hawks in the playoffs 2 years ago, and I stood on my high horse and I said, I told y'all he's going to be back. I told y'all he's going to bounce back. And then he shot like 20% the rest of the playoffs, and I was looking like an idiot. I told myself at that time, I will never believe in Duncan Robinson again for the rest of my life. And all offseason, I was telling all these people, if they can get rid of Duncan, his contract, it's a huge plus. And all people said to me is, oh, but he shot so good in the playoffs. He was pretty decent in the finals. And I said, the man was under 33% last season for a sharpshooter, was DNP coach's decision because he couldn't make shots. I said, I'll never believe in this man again. And the fact that he was literally 0 for 7 tonight was just the funniest thing to me. But he'll be off this team by the end of the season. They'll attach a first-round pick to do it. And then Cole Swider will eventually get overpaid in 3 years, and then we'll all be mad at him. So let's just enjoy that. But shout out to Terrell. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I do want to bring in a little bit of positivity. I didn't plan to do this, but I do see there's a lot of people.
We're going to get to the good players later.
There's a lot of people in the comments that are saying just relax, it's the first preseason game. I want to let y'all know that we hear y'all. Brand new season. It may be the first time that y'all listen to us. And we're not always negative. We just kind of took that route this time. I want to start real quick with Tyler Herro. Disagree with everything I heard. The 22 points on 22 shots is not good, but I think he's going to make the all-star team this year. That's my hot take. That's a conversation. Yeah, you heard me, Ricky. You heard me. I think he's going to make the all-star team this year, but that's a conversation for another day. But I do want to talk.
Remove this cracker from my show.
The all-star game.
Alcohol in this? What's going on?
Come on, bro. Is he going to make the tournament all third team?
Okay, you got Alex here saying, well, if they compare him to Devin Booker, you got to average 27. Alex, you were smart enough, man, to know that logic is the stupidest thing I ever heard. You got to compare Devin Booker in his 4th season to Tyler Herro in his 4th season, and then take into account the roles that they had on their team, the aspirations that those teams had. It's a completely different scenario. You know, that's a dumb comparison. And the people in the comments that are pointing that out, I'm with you. Tyler Herro's going to play with it.
What if we compared them in their age 23 seasons? Like the season
Booker averaged 26 points per game.
27 points a game.
Completely different aspects of where those teams were at that time. Those teams fucking sucked. He was a looter and a riot. I don't even think Devin Booker's that good, to be honest. But I don't want to talk about Tyler Herro. That's not the guy I want to talk about. I want to talk about Thomas Bryant, because we got like 2 new guys this offseason, 1.5, because Josh Richardson's not new. You got Thomas Bryant. He was awesome today. My biggest concern with him was the defense, because that's kind of what we heard was his biggest fault. But he had a nice block today. I felt like he rotated well a couple times, bricked the hell out of a 3. I forget if he made one, but he bricked. But I like the fact that he'll shoot it. I know he averages like over 1 a game for his career, so that's refreshing. But he basically did everything that you want to see in a backup center. Now, I do want to caution it, because I remember saying, oh, Dedmon was okay. I remember saying Zeller is better than Dedmon. And now we're sitting here saying Brian is better than Zeller. So give it some time. But you can't see after 1 game that he looks way more skilled than those other guys did. So I think he's going to have a huge role on this team. And I think it's going to make a big difference. Will it lead directly to wins? I don't know. But I do think he looks like a very nice player.
Yeah, we were going to get to him when we talked about the good players, but that's not what we're doing right now, Anthony.
I beg your pardon.
This is why I don't like this man, y'all. I give him a assignment, and he just does what he wants to do, bro. Like, it's so irritating, bro. Don't worry about it, bro. Pink slips are in the mail.
I could slander Duncan Robinson some more if you want. That guy's a fucking bum. Oh my god.
You know, that's
You've already
music.
slandered the humanity of Josh Richardson.
Come on now. Come on, Cain. We're not gonna hold trial on stream. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take some more slander. Who was the worst player in your eyes tonight, Cain, Ricky? Not
The
worst.
worst
I don't
player?
say worst. Not the worst in your eyes. I'm just saying, like, who were you not a fan of when you watched them play tonight?
Did someone say Kyle Lowry already?
Yes, somebody said Kyle Lowry.
I don't care. I'm gonna say it again. I'm black. I'm not impressed. At this point, Kyle Lowry is just eating up a great deal of the cap on this team. It's just like, what is he bringing to the table? What is he helping Triple J learn how to post up? Okay, great. Hire Udonis Haslem. He's not an NBA player anymore. There you go. Do we really need to pay this guy? What? How much we paying him? Like 20 million or something like that? Like
30.
I thought. What
You're
happened?
hilarious, bro.
What happened?
30.
I'm sorry.
30 million.
3-0.
I thought the
That's
owner of this
funny.
team was trying to cut costs. Trade him for a non-guaranteed and then waive that guy at the end of training camp or something. I don't know. Like, that's just, I'm not impressed. Now, I've always been the kind of person that I'd like to think I've been pretty consistent about this, but whatever. It is what it is. Y'all are gonna hear what you want. Given what he's being paid now, if you told me Kyle Lowry was at like an MLE or mid-level or even a biannual exception, getting paid that kind of money, fine, whatever. But given how much he's being paid and what he's going to be bringing to this team, both on and off the court, I know it's early, but Kyle Lowry is like 37 now. So I agree with Holland. Trade him, move him for somebody.
We all on that board. Like, we've been on the trade line. Okay, so I'm gonna round this out by giving y'all 3 players who were absolutely fucking ass tonight. Jamal Cain, dog shit. He was dog shit tonight. He had a couple good defensive possessions, but I guess I don't want to say he was dog shit. He didn't play much, but like when he got his opportunity, he's one of the guys who I was like, all right, we're gonna choose some of these trash ass people. Then he's the one who I thought was more talented than the rest. He's probably not gonna be on this roster. Next, Nikola Jovic, dog shit. Like, he wasn't out there long either, but I know why. Dog shit. Like, he was dog shit. Third, y'all started pouring forward Kevin Love. Dog shit. That shit cooked, bro. There's no way that man is going to make it through this entire season as your starting power forward. It is absolutely not happening. I'm with you too, Lenny. RJ Hampton, dog shit. Dog shit. No, bro. No. Nikola Jovic, though, that shit did not move me. I was not moved by any of those 4 players. But I tell y'all who I was moved by. Cole Swider. Your Miami Heat starting shooting guard. He moved me today. Huh? We're on the brink of defeat. And he said, Backpack Swider is here. We're here. We have found him. Our 3-level scorer who only need one of those levels. All right? So, everybody else, you can pick anybody else but Cole Swider. I have staked my claim to be his stand until I am not. But you can pick somebody else. Whose game did you like tonight, Brian?
Really like young Fernando. He really does play like a vet. Like, I thought that, I feel like a lot of guys that come in that are a bit older, the teammates say like, he plays like a vet. It's usually not really true. It's just I'm trying to hype up their young guys, but he actually looked good. I feel like his game in the post is better than I've seen from a lot of fully developed NBA players, which is crazy. His ball handling looked really good. Like, I think that they got a legit prospect. I don't think the ceiling is too high, but I really do think that he can come in and play solid role. Like, played 15, 17 minutes a night and look fine out there. So, so far looking like a good pick. I'm not.
A role. He can play Duncan role.
Honestly, I'm not even mad, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, he looked good. He looked better than a lot of guys that on the court today. So, definitely better than Nikola Jovic. I'm not going to commit his name to memory at this point. I don't even know.
You will
next year.
He'll be back home in 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know. I see a lot of people on Twitter saying that this was Nikola's year. He's going to look good, and I have not seen a damn thing from that man in summer league, in the NBA league, in international play.
Wait, who started this whole ass comment? Nobody give a fuck about Ant videos. Fuck is you talking about? I'll boot your ass too. Fuck Ant. I'm finna remove you from the show since you got stands coming over here to watch. No. You bring all your little stands. Just know, Ant Donato gets disrespected on this network. Go ahead.
Nah, he just looked good. I don't know. I was surprised.
Elsewhere.
No, I mean, I was pleasantly surprised by Jaime. Like, I thought he was like a bright spot for this team. Like, you saw him do a little ball handling in the 4th quarter, playing a little point guard. Since we're looking for those, I mean, he can't shoot. Nah, he can't shoot, but he can do a bunch of other shit, and that was nice to see. But
no, you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say, like, I think that when you look at this roster, you only really got Kyle Lowry as your point guard, and then your other ball handlers are, Jimmy, Bam, Jay Rich, and Herro, which is not great. I actually wouldn't be mad if they use him as a ball handler.
Jaime
in the backcourt.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I think in this one preseason game, like I got a level of comfort there where it's like maybe not for extended stretches or anything like that,
No.
but in for a couple of possessions or something, just to kind of switch things up. I think he could be serviceable in that role off the bench. No, that's not. I think there's still warts there, but like I think he can serve a pretty solid role. Cain, Ricky, you can bounce off a Jaime and then pick another player that you like from this evening. Pause, bro. No, yeah.
Resume.
Yeah, no, it's his sister though. See, what can I make up on the spot about Jaime Jaquez?
His mustache looks like George's.
Yeah, well,
that was off the top of the brain. Like that was off the top.
Minus Chris Hansen. Well, no. Okay, all right, fine. Triple J. Look, you know when Triple J came out of college, he looked like an NBA ready kind of player. Not somebody that will blow you away with, athleticism or his knockdown shooting ability or whatever. He just looked like the kind of player you draft to a veteran team that needs players like him for cheap, at least for the first few years. I'm interested in seeing what he's going to bring to the table this year, because given what we already have in Caleb Martin and Jimmy Butler, it's possible that he might actually win Miami a game this season. I don't know if it's that if it'll come in the playoffs or in the regular season, but I think he's going to contribute in a real way, because inevitably his name is going to be called. We're going to go through a rough stretch at some point, and Spo's going to look to the bench and look for options, and there he's going to be sitting there, like, I wouldn't say dazed, but he's going to be sitting right there, and it's going to be like, all right, go in there, show me something. You've been practicing hard all season. Show me what you got. And I think he's going to perform. He's going to have his ups and downs because, quite frankly, I mean, he is a rookie, even though he's a little bit of an older one, but I think he'll be okay. Jaquez it wouldn't shock me if at his best he became a 40% three-point shooter. And I know that's wild to say, depending on...
Damn sure is.
But, hey, I mean, Duncan Robinson is supposed to be the sniper on this team, and, well...
And him and Jaime made the same amount of threes tonight.
I think they're going to do some nice things with him in that locker room, in that training office.
I'm with you, bro. Like I like what I saw from. I don't think I'm with you on. I'm not with the 40% shooting thing. I don't think he'll ever be a 40% 3-point shooter, but I do think that he already comes into the league with a ready-made skill set. That footwork. Listen, they lauded it when he was drafted. They talked about it a lot, and it was something to watch, bro. Like him down in the post was impressive, to say the least. And he looked poised down there. He was able to get some buckets from down there. Like, that's where the majority of his points came from, in the paint, all of them.
Yeah, his effectiveness down low will be very helpful for this team.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's something natural, and you can build on that. Since Ricky didn't follow instructions, Shelton, I'll go to you because I know you were paying attention. You can talk a little bit about Jaime too, and then go ahead and throw to another player that was good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything about Jaime has been said to this point. The thing that I liked the most, obviously, you already mentioned it, was the footwork. It looked very, refined for a rookie. Again, he's kind of old for a rookie. But, yeah, I mean, if he can do that consistently, he should be hopefully like a 12 to 15-ish guy off the bench is my hope in points. And when we play the Grizzlies in Memphis, hopefully their scoreboard operator fucks up and gives him 7 blocks and 3 steals or some shit on accident, because he is also a Triple J. But the only other player that I was interested tonight was Cam Whitmore for the Houston Rockets. He had 15 points in 16 minutes. He was 6 of 10 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. He had a steal, no turnovers, and he was a team high plus 21. Cam Whitmore should be in a Miami Heat jersey. Pat Riley hates athletes. I don't know why. He just likes YMCA hoopers. It is what it is, unfortunately. And when Cam Whitmore is in year 3 averaging 27 points a game, we will all look back from afar and cry, because that's what we do here. We will watch Cam Whitmore average 27 while we have Duncan Robinson 6.0 coming off the bench, making 40% of his threes, signing a huge contract extension, and then we're having to attach 3 firsts to trade him because we don't have any other reason to have him on the roster.
Listen, brother.
Culture.
You know we on Cam Whitmore watch. Been on that. Maybe we could get another Heat player out of this. I know that you talked about Thomas Bryant. Look, is there anybody outside of Thomas Bryant and Cole Swider that you appreciate tonight? I know you appreciated Tyler Herro, but I don't want to hear that. So what other players do you feel like played well tonight?
Yeah, so we're talking about good performances, Hornets, and I'm gonna pick a Hornet. Kai Jones, this man is generational at making a sting. I mean, Damian Lillard, you should have took notes. This man, Kai Jones, step one, went on IG Live. He was on the Deion Waiters gummies, the Gerald Green Flocka, and he told the whole world that this man is crazy. Then he got on Twitter, started talking down other teammates, calling them all ass, and then he personally tweeted his trade request. That's how it's done, Damian Lillard. He's truly a generational talent in the likes of James Harden. I just wish Damian Lillard would have taken notes on that because it is an all-time performance by the Charlotte Hornets.
You are fucking disgusting. All of you, actually. All of you get on my fucking nerves. Nobody just does what I asked them to do. Please, George, I beg you, talk about a player on the Heat that was good tonight.
No.
Oh, that was the question?
I'm joking. All right. I'll pick one. Josh Richardson. Well,
Go ahead, George. I didn't do it. It was not me, by the way.
I want to get paid. This is my job. God damn. Jay Rich, welcome back. The man that actually has no T-Rex arms like Tyler Herro. He can actually play defense. He can dribble. He can shoot, kind of. He's going to be used a lot in the system. Spo's going to absolutely use the shit out of him. And he'll play point guard. He'll play shooting guard. He will play some small forward. And if he's lucky, he'll play the 4. But like every other freaking player on this team seems to be doing, plays the fucking 4. I just want to go through a list very quickly. I found up and I've scrounged together of point guards that are still available as of today. George Hill, Goran Dragic, DJ Augustine, Ish Smith, Matthew Dellavedova, John Wall. Players like that, Michael Carter-Williams, Austin Reeves. These players are available. We have Drew Smith on the team. I don't want to fucking hear it. We have these people are infinitely better than Drew Smith, and we have no ball handling. It is not happening. There is no facilitating. There is no playmaking. There's nothing. These players are infinitely better, and we don't have any of them on the roster, even though they are all free and ready and available.
George, I will agree with you on the Josh Richardson thing, because that defense, bro. Josh Richardson is not what he was when he was originally here defensively. I think you can see a little bit of that. But even still, it just felt like he was miles ahead of any other option that we had in that regard. Probably Caleb-esque. I would say it felt like having another Caleb Martin out there on the wing to be able to guard guards.
He doesn't get pushed off easy. He doesn't get pushed off easy. If he's on the matchup,
he's stronger. He's stronger than before he left.
And
he's stronger than before he left.
He got ruined by the Philadelphia system for sure. They just did not care about defense at all in any capacity. And
yes,
he went high offensive, production and sort of thing. Then he went to the Mavericks. Then he went to Boston. Then he went to the Spurs. And then he was unemployed. So it's the way it goes. But if you're on this team now, you're gonna have to play defense, which is why Cole Swider is not going to be getting as many minutes as you think he is. He's
going to get Duncan Robinson's minutes.
No, he's not. He's
the new Max Strus. Everybody takes Duncan's minutes. It's easy. It's not.
One is really $19 million, and I want him to play.
He plays 20 minutes and goes 0 for 7.
I would
can't
like
play
to see Cole Swider in the G League where he belongs for now.
Duncan Robinson belongs in the G League, but he on this roster.
Yeah, but we're not paying Cole Swider $19 million to do nothing.
We paid Duncan Robinson $18 million last year.
And I would like to see him tear his ACL for it. Okay?
No, we will
To
not.
bust his ass for it.
We're going to stop George right now. We do not condone injuries on this network unless it's certain players. Right now, my intentions are not to hurt Duncan Robinson until they are. So I will not tolerate it for this
And
show.
don't you dare get upset. Don't you dare.
Upset. Nobody's upset.
I said ants. I said ants. I said ants.
But I'm going to take a route that I should not take because it grosses me out. But I'm surprised none of you took it away from me. Shameless Highsmith was okay. He was okay. Like, not good, but okay is better than what the fuck he usually is. So I will take that. Okay, Shameless Highsmith. I still don't want to see you play for my team, but tonight when you had to, you played okay. This is what you call growth, ladies and gentlemen. Also, why didn't nobody say Bam? Bam was elite in the first minute of the game. He's
always elite in the first minute of the game.
No, but in a different way. It felt like he had mastered that mid-range shit. I've seen him hit. What's that humongous motherfucker that Charlotte has in the middle? Something
Williams or Nick Richards?
Yeah, Williams. He's fucking massive, by the way. I tweeted, I was like, does Bam look smaller to y'all? But no, it's just him standing next to this behemoth of a human being.
Ass.
Yeah,
he is
bro.
not 7 foot.
Yeah, bro.
He's 7'2".
Yeah, dude is he's otherworldly in terms of size. But Bam kind of hit him with the one time in the mid range. Shut your ass up, Ricky.
I didn't say anything.
You don't have to say it. Don't look at me in that tone of voice. But he hit him with real quick and then hit him with the jump shot 2 possessions in a row. I was moved by what Bam was doing, but of course I would like to see him get a longer leash. Yeah, that shit was mid, to be honest with you. We was losing the whole game, and Cole Swider essentially saved it. So anybody who's excited about what you saw, just know you saw. I caught this before the show started, but this is the last season. This is the DLC from last season. This not nothing new. It's not creative new. It's an expansion pack. You're watching the same thing. We struggled with a garbage ass team, and
Clutch
we were losing.
Game number 1.
Starting that shit in the preseason. So look, we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do it again in front of the holes when we play the Spurs. So we got the Spurs coming up next, 7:30 TNT game in 3 days. That's on Friday, I think. So we're gonna start. Ricky, the boy feeling good about the game against the Spurs?
Quite frankly, I think the brown eye will be blown out that evening, and there will be no mercy.
What?
And I think, quite frankly, it's going to be a very riveting affair between two highly qualified and professional clubs. And
hey, brother,
just get a little closer to this microphone here. I think. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
The brown. What?
The brown eye. The brown eye.
The fuck is that?
It's a bit more of a poetic version of what you always say, Royal, which is.
I got you. Blowing that shit out. I got you.
Not gonna finish.
I got you, gang. I didn't need to know that. You could have just said, "I'll tell you after the show."
You asked.
And then never told me. I really wish I hadn't. But go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us to get a look at Victor Wembanyama. Because he is a player that theoretically Miami would have had a chance at getting had they lost the final 5 minutes of that game against Chicago, and we will never know. But no, it should be a victory. And so on and so forth. Those are my thoughts. And and one more thing, there's someone in the comments that apparently has something to say. This is my response.
That's your response? Hey, brother, we should not this is a family show, gentlemen. Why did you do it? Brian, please be the adult here. The boy feeling good?
The boy is feeling good about Victor Wembanyama and his career. I think that day one he walks in is probably the best play, the third best player in the Miami Heat. Unfortunately, like Ricky said, we didn't get him because we wanted to beat the Chicago Bulls for no reason and
Culture
and get smashed in the finals. But that's all right. I'm gonna enjoy watching him play. I hope he drops 40. I hope he breaks Tyler Herro's ankles. Yeah, I don't know. That's
brother, what's going on here?
that's my guy.
Chaos.
Listen, I'm rooting for Wemby. I'm rooting for Wemby. I don't know what to say. I have no investment in anybody on this team other than Jimmy and Bam. I don't care. I don't care. The greatness of Wemby outweighs all of them. So
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I saw Wemby get a split steal the other day. Like he got a steal doing damn near a split. It moved me.
I saw a lot of magic from Wemby. Like I was, whoo, that boy's not. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna be watching for. I don't care about anybody on the Heat that day, if I'm being honest. So that's why I feel good about Rowe. Yeah.
And be an adult, please. The boy feeling good.
I saw you at the Heat Twitter admin earlier and say, what do you know about nasty work? Nasty work is asking for my predictions on a preseason game. That being said, the good thing about playing small ball and having no bigs on the roster is we get to have a 6'4" Haywood Highsmith guard a 7'5" Victor Wembanyama. So people realize that Vic is big, but with Highsmith being so small, he's kind of sneaky. He can get to his spots a little easier. So I look for him to kind of shine out in that matchup. No pause on that. I said what I said, Ricky.
Hey, he resumed. My God. Listen, brother, this show has gone off the rails. George, bring some sanity to this panel.
Wrong person.
Thank you.
Oh my God. The basement preseason form is an actual thing. That's fucking hilarious. You just went through a roulette table of some of the funniest shit I think I've heard in a while, like the most misguided, misjudged shit of all time. It's a preseason game against the Spurs in San Antonio. What do you want me to say? It's going to be fun watching Bam trying to, not try. He will defend Victor Wembanyama. It is the perfect time for Tyler to put up 30 shots because that's what he needs to do. He needs to put up 30 shots. I want to bring up back to one thing very quickly. Tyler Herro taking 22 shots is not the problem. It's not that bad. Him having 22 points, 22 shots isn't that bad. He just needs to keep going and shoot as many shots as he can. I want to see 30. I want to see 30 shot attempts. I want to see 35. I want to see what it looks like when Tyler Herro has 60 points in a preseason game.
he can't. He have to shoot 60 times, George. You didn't see how this works? 22 points, 22 shots. 60 points.
I want to see it.
My brother.
I believe in Tyler Herro this season. Until he gives me a reason not to.
The day Tyler Herro has a highly efficient 60-point game, the basement will fold as a network. So you can expect us here for years to come. My prediction is a prediction that none of you will see coming. Thank you, Gerald M, for the $4.99. Don't know. He said the blonde hair French fuck getting ducked in Jamaican hair.
He's not blonde.
He got some kind of color in that, but either way, he's alluding.
Is he talking about Jeremy Sochan?
I don't know, but he might be. I forgot that he was on that team too. Either way, my prediction is something that none of you guys see coming because they never see it coming. The Heat about to blow that shit out. Fuck is you talking about?
I don't know, but it's okay because I'll keep my response short.
We do not care.
You will.
I'm sorry that I skipped you, but I don't care. We finna blow their ass out, and the rest of you fucks are going to have to listen to why. Oh my fucking God. What the fuck is that, bro? Somebody said, do your Joe Cronin impression, and that's what you did? This is insane. I like that. Is that a filter on like Snapchat or something? Okay. Yeah, but he's going to blow their ass out. And the reason being is because Victor Wembanyama will visit hell for the first time in his natural-born French life. What the? That's a beautiful picture, George. But Victor Wembanyama is about to what is going on here? Victor Wembanyama is going to hell by being guarded by. You know what? Thank you guys in the comments as always for joining the show, making it much more fun than it would. Of course, it's week, bro. It's preseason. I got 82 games ahead of me. Y'all think y'all finna get me yelling and screaming on this show?
Get at me, Holland. No, for real. Oh, we're live.
Play the video, Justin.